There's no single right or best meditation practice. There's not one approach or technique that will work well for everyone. We're all different, and what works well for one person may not work for another person and may actually be counterproductive. And so our job is to find the technique or the approach, the practice that works best, that's a best fit for us. There are many, many practices, good practices out there. We cannot possibly offer all of them here. And so we've chosen among the most common practices a range of techniques, and we'll be presenting them, giving instructions beginning with the next talk. You may already know one practice that you're drawn to. The first practice we'll offer is called mindfulness of breathing. You may already know that that's a good match for you or feel drawn towards it. Or you may feel connected or drawn towards some of the subsequent practices that we'll offer. If you don't know which practice, if you don't have a sense of one being best for you, pick mindfulness of breathing, stay with it. Give it some time, give it a try, and we'll look to see what happens. Or if you are drawn to one of the other practices, that's fine, just pick that one. Give it some time, give it a try. Over time, with experience, you'll come to know what works and what doesn't. But in the beginning, especially if you're not clear, pick one, and we have to bring the experimental attitude to see what is working best. All of these practices lead to the same place. They all can lead to deepening concentration and jhana, and they can all lead to deepening stages of insight. Think of them as each a doorway or an entryway into deeper meditation. And once we've gone through that doorway, once we're in, the practices, we will guide them, steer them so they begin to converge into one place, which is a synthesis, this integration of concentration and insight. How we get there will vary because each practice can bring its own result. And the experiences each of us have, even if we're doing the same practice, will vary. So at each stage, we will give a range of techniques and possible ways to work with each of the different practices in order to head them so they end up in the same place.